Okay, so as you guys know, it was the Sword and Shield Direct today. So I wanted to take some time to talk about it, in case anyone had any opinions, because I figured none of my friends really want to do like a discussion video like what Game Explain does. So I figured I could just let some people talk freely in chat, and then upload that to YouTube as a discussion video. I am going to move this over somewhere else because I don't need y'all to see the upload screen. I'm uploading my reactions right now. It's about 67% uploaded, but yeah. That's basically what the purpose of this was. Move my other stuff, my dashboard, to a dashboard-like place. See how nice that works? Beautiful. Or network connection. Well, I don't know what that's all about. Keep that up there for future reference, I suppose. So I'll be back. Uh, See if I can find people that are willing to discuss with me. Throw a screen onto here. there we go. My bad. Some family unexpectedly showed up. So, yeah, my bad about that. So, anyway, how are people feeling about the Sword and Shield Direct? Because I have the video up, somewhere. I have it here. I'm looking for it. Oh, it's in my other window. I knew that. And the reaction video is up now, so if you guys want to watch that, then go ahead. I'm not gonna judge you if you don't. I'll only be, slightly emotionally hurt. So, I was thinking we could just look through the video and see what we can talk about. We head snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Okay. Okay, my stream health is a lot better now. I don't know what was up with that. So, let's see. Goes into... we gotta lower the volume for just... I don't know, eardrum's sake. So it's got like this whole sequence that goes into... Like, you can see a lot of details here. Like, I think if we move it at... let's move it at, like, half speed. Music sounds a little bit different. I'm just gonna mute it because slowed down audio just sounds weird. But, yeah, we got the similar Pokeball animations. Got Sobble, I believe he's called. And looking at this area, now this is cool. I like everything around here. You could see there's that grass gym that I don't know if you can even see. Can't. Oh, there we go. You can see, like, there's that grass arena from before. You got, like, a little town. I know it seems like I'm trying way too hard to look like GameXplain, but, I kind of want to see I want to try what they do. I want to see if I can examine things the way they do. I know it takes a lot of, like, effort and talent to be able to notice such subtle details. So, this is interesting. It looks like a mine shaft of sorts. I really like this area. I don't know what this even is. Like, I know it's like an ice area. Don't need to tell me that, but... It's like... How would you get there? Like, I'm not sure if they'll go with the trend that Sun and Moon had where they don't have HMs. So I don't know if there's like a ride Pokemon that you can have. So, and also... just some random karate warrior is just standing right there. I don't know what's up with that. I guess he's braving the cold. The backgrounds look awesome. Although, somebody tell me if I can go back like a frame. Who would actually have umbrellas and lawn chairs on an icy beach? Why would you spend a vacation out there? The whole point of the beach is for it to be nice and hot. And you got nice water. But no, this is probably freezing cold, hypothermia-induced water. But got umbrellas? What are the umbrellas shielding you from? The sun? Which you need to stay warm? Given that this is a cold area? Like, what? I don't understand the logic, but you know what? I don't judge. There's Sock from Unova. Here we go. Now this view, holy mother of God. This looks awesome. So, obviously, the Galar region is based off the UK. We can already figure that out. So, I think there would be, like, if we can look up a map of the Galar region, we might be able to find some of the places that we saw in the video. Tab, then zoom in a bit. A lot of it. Okay, so we can see right here, we're just standing in the field, right where that bridge is, and there's Big Ben. So there's the Ben, there's the bridge, so we're probably like right here. So we could safely say that this is a decent distance away from where we start, because this looks like a starting town. Like, typically in Pokemon, you start off in a very small town, you have like 2 other houses, one of them is your rivals, the other is just some random house, either that or it's the professor's lab. Or it can be like in Red and Blue, where, or not Red and Blue, Gold and Silver, where you would have to go to the next town over. I think that's how it worked. Or is the professor's lab always... I don't know. Either way, you could already see core Pokemon mechanics at work here. This looks like where that mine shaft would be. That mine shaft from earlier. This bridge might serve some kind of significance. Maybe there's a way to travel from through the mine shaft, and you can ride a mine cart over to the city if you get there. This is all pure speculation, so I really don't know, realistically speaking. Let's see. Here's my... There we go, there's the voice channel. What else can we notice in here? We've got... Oh, here! This seems to be our big major city. Every Pokemon game has one. There's always like a focal point. Like if we look at, Kalos region from Generation 6, you'll see that the centerpiece is Lumio City, because it's a big circle, tons of tall buildings. You got the Eiffel Tower in the middle, Paris. So, like, that's the big dot in the center of the picture. It's a focal point. So this is probably the same thing. And the ice water that we were just looking at, it's safe to say that's probably around here. So that's probably not like until late in the game. Let's see, what else can we find? I think we can get a decent idea of how the linearity is going to go. Also, why does he have a Minecraft backpack? Like, I'm sorry, but this is just, like... You know what? No. If we look up the Lego Movie... Come on! You're all thinking it. Piece of resistance that goes on Emmett. Like, come on, it's right there. Everybody can see it. I don't know, I just wanted to teach about that. So it goes beyond. You can see Wobbuffet, female Wobbuffet walking around, Beware, or the pre-evolution, I believe. I forget what the name is. Did I never give this thing a thumbs up? Because I'm pretty sure I did. June 5th, 20... Oh, wow. We're watching the Nintendo UK version, so of course. I'm an idiot. Okay. Let's just keep watching. Hippopotamus... I forget how that's pronounced. Got some things in the ground. I think that's just more of them. You got this big tower with the bridge again. So if we look back at the map, you might be able to see this might be this little thing right here. Although it is some kind of like... It's like yellow grass? No, not grass. No, it's like a wheat field almost. Or something. It feels deserty with a bit of elevation. So, it looks like here, but it might be somewhere else. We can find, like... Okay, here we go. Except there isn't a tower, but you've got a big rock sculpture up here. You've got some, like, yellow wheat field colors. Unless if there's another place where there's some kind of tower sitting in the middle of the desert-ish area. I'm not sure what to call it. Let's see, what else can we find? Here, this... Okay, honestly, this just looks beautiful. That's the other side of Big Ben. So you can see a lot of grass, some snowers, so it's like a sort of snowy area. Which I'm assuming, judging by that it's the Big Ben back there, and there's a lot less space as opposed to... where is it? See, right here, there's a lot more... It's a lot more in the city, as opposed to there, not there, not there. Mind! Close to right there. Or I guess it's more the opposite. So, we can safely assume maybe this little cloud has something to do with it. I don't know. Because we all know that it gets really snowy up here. Like, this much we know. The basic geography dictates that. So it would have to be between the Big Ben and right around here where the snow starts. I'm assuming around here, since the Big Ben is in view, it is... Assuming... We're looking at Big Ben from this angle. It is to the left of us. So, that would mean it would have to be over here. Which doesn't make a lot of sense, because we would see these kinds of fields, wouldn't we? So could it be that there's some kind of weather system at play here? Hard to say. This desert, this is an actual desert area. What could we find around here? It's really hard to say where a desert would actually be, because you can't really see any kind of big desert portion. Like, there's this, but I'm pretty sure those are, like, the aforementioned wheat fields. Or some kind of foliage. Feel free to, like, comment something in the chat. This isn't just me talking to you directly, you know, I want to get some discussion going. Maybe it's right here because of the discoloration of the mountain? Okay. Oh, hello, Aiden. Not really sure. It's a tough call to make because it's a very limited camera angle. You know, this, you could see... That doesn't look like Big Ben, but it does look like another big tower with bridges going into it. Wait a minute. Big Ben is in view. To the left of it is a bridge. So I think that might be what this area is. Either that or it's this. So I think we're starting to piece things together. I'm not sure if GameXplain will even have a use for this, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. Because I love doing this. Also, I definitely want one of these. This is probably like my favorite Galar Pokemon at the moment. So you got a Golurk with some... Okay, they clearly ripped off the Italians with this one. This is obviously the Leaning Tower of Pisa. This is we're making a copyright infringement on behalf of the entirety of Italy. But you don't really see a tilted tower anywhere. I don't see one. You know what? I'm gonna check OBS to see if like people can actually see that. Okay. That might be hard to see. I'm gonna switch it over. Don't panic. Don't panic. Actually, I will disable my webcam on this scene. Switch. Activate. Here. And existing Chrome. Boom. Wait. Boom. Bigger boom. Big boom. Explosion. I don't know. Yo. Perfect. Exact. Boom indeed. Then, I guess forget the donation incentive. You already know what it says. Mario Maker 2 on release day. That. Move this little... Fine, I'll move the donation to, like, down here. I want to interact with this thing. Can't? That's really odd. It's an opposite to a boom. It's a BAM! See this? Remove it. Browser source. Go. That should how to appear again. Perfect. There we go. Chat will go down here. There. Makes it easier to read. So, finally, all that's figured out. Now we can get back to analysis. So, yeah, we don't see any kind of structure like that in the map. Although I'm assuming the map will get like an updated version or something. I don't know if they really update these, but it'd be nice to get like a better look at the map. So here, there's obviously a bridge. In case you didn't know what a bridge looked like, there you go, you're welcome. Gyarados and... I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's a Frillish, okay. A wooden bridge over some water. Oh, there's that little tower. I guess that answers that question. So we know that it's some kind of a lake. That much we know. It would have to be around here.
Hello.
Why, hello there, my fellow gamer.
Goodbye.
What do you mean? Okay, well, that was Ben, you guys. Supposed to be one of my mods. Never actually visits my stream, so thanks. Well, that was some professional grade discussion for you. How do you like that? Saying hello and goodbye. Beautiful. I'm here right now, though. Oh, okay, the one time you'll actually show up to my streams after I tell you, hey, I'm streaming how many times now? I'm not salty, you're salty. Yeah, Ben, we're just unnecessarily analyzing the trailer and trying to compare it to the map to get a basic, like, I don't know, I guess piecing together how the adventure will work. You don't do so often. Ben, watch my streams. Hopefully that convinced you. And if it didn't, then that really sucks for both of us. Okay, so we were just looking at this river, and trying to figure out where this would actually be. So you could see a bridge right there, but I'm not sure if that's even the right one. Down here. I'm starting to think it's around this lake, but it's just not outlined that there's a bridge. Either that, or I'm overly analytical, which happens a lot. There's probably up here, now that I look at it. I don't know. That's a great view of a lake. with the Butterfree, and then some kind of Pokemon there. I believe that's a Cherubi down there. And I think those are Skitties. Hard to say. Anyway, there's like a little island in the middle. Boom. It's safe to say that's what that is. Bone Sweet. Okay, thank you. Bone Sweet. So we can get a decent idea of how many Pokemon are actually going to be, like, around. Like, how many Pokemon outside of the region are present in this game, in the environment. I could keep a list, but I'm not sure what I would even do with that. I don't know what the point would even be. How much you want to bet Joe already has, like, a full-on list on Cerebi right now? I got your new Pokemon page. Pokedex. So, all the ones that we saw. Okay, yep, yes, exactly. Absolutely! Yes! I don't know why I'm exaggerating. Pronounce bonus sweet. I don't even know. It's words, and I'm not good with those. I was just about to mention Cerebi, yeah. Okay, so it's bones. I don't even know. But yeah, this guy he's good at his job. Oh, Disaster Industries. Crap. I forgot that I still had that advertisement running. Yeah. These are just all the Pokemon that we've seen from trainers and in the environment. I don't think I saw Butterfree in here. Legendaries, but we'll talk about those later. Let's see. Yeah, okay, there is Butterfree. So, there's that. So, we know where that's gonna be. There's Mudsdale, I believe is the name. But yeah, this looks interesting. There's the entryway to the city, so it makes me wonder what's gonna be this area. I wonder if that's gonna do anything different. Or if that's just another way to get in. Hold up a second. Where is this? Okay, so you can see a Seismitoad. But what even? Some kind of, like, there's an opening in here. Like, there's some mountain and then there's two big buildings next to each other. So it leads me to believe it's like this. Hard to say. Wait, mountain, building. Okay, yeah, so it's right there. So that's probably an alternate path you can take. Either that or this area is totally closed off and that's the only way you actually get through. So I would assume, judging off of patterns that I see in the Pokemon games, you'll have to go into the city, probably beat the gym leader, and the evil team will probably be standing on this path, like, right there. They're just like, no, you can't pass. Once you beat the gym leader, you could probably battle them, or they'll disappear. Or some kind of cutscene will happen. You just go through here, and it leads you to this area, and I guess this town is extra. So I'm not sure how you would even be able to get through this part. So, again, speculation, not too sure. Desert area with Tyranitar. Weird circle of stones with the Avalugg. Where do we see a circle of stones? Obviously, it's in that wintry area, so it's probably towards the upper part. I guess it's not there. Oh, here we go. See, this is cool. You got a Hawlucha over there. So that's another view of this set of archways. That looks like here. Because they're not exactly connected to the city, but they're, like, close enough that the optical illusion says so. And, you know, this dirt path here, that's exactly where that would be. So I would think this is where that takes place. So we're putting together geography quite fast. This is an interesting view. Milotic, Dewpiter. Boopio God, hello there. Oh, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. We're just analyzing the new Sword and Shield Direct on the Nintendo UK channel because I'm a dingus. I didn't even choose the American version, but it's the same stuff. It works. So this structure here, that's painfully obvious. That's literally this. I like this look. UK is more fitting though. That does make sense, yeah, because, like, come on. This is the UK, we all know this. We just need, like, Team Brexit. UK is better, so that's reasonable. You know what? Yeah, as an American, I can safely agree with that. And also, on behalf of America, I apologize that our president is visiting your country. I'm not gonna get into politics, though. Oh, wait a second. Okay, this structure is cool and all, but look at that. I'm not British, lol. Let me guess, that notification... Yeah, okay. The follow notification is very delayed. It looks like there's some kind of, like, water bike that you can use. So instead of ride Pokemon, you might have the option of this. So that could be really cool. Okay, you seem to have followed me twice. Appreciated. Although, a little bit confused. I don't know, maybe it's just Twitch... Oh, what? You followed me a third time? Are you just following and unfollowing again? Please don't do that. If you're not doing that, then I apologize. Okay, that's 4 times. Okay, maybe stop doing that. Okay, you're not. Okay, then Twitch is very weird. I don't know what's happening. I don't usually have my activity feed open, but I'm not gonna stress about it. Shut up. What the heck? Okay, it says your name 6 times on here. If there's 6 Boopio gods, then, I mean, thanks, but... What? So, back to this. Yeah, a water bicycle. So maybe there's like an upgrade you can get for your bike, because in most Pokemon games it was just you buy a bike. You have the option of a Mach bike and the Acro bike. Trump is in... How did you even get those numbers? That's so funny though. Well, only 594 days. Hooray, I guess. But, yeah, you usually have Acro Bike and Mach Bike, but now it seems like the bike will have a further use. So Game Explain, you might want to get on this. A site that has a countdown. I do not doubt that for a minute. So I'm gonna send a clip of this bike to Game Explain. Because they might be able to find it useful. I guess I'll post it on Twitter with... I'll just title it our Discoveries. There's a new Rotom phone, that's right. Oh, I got shouted out! Thanks, Twitch crew. Got plenty of notifications. Congrats. And Ross, love y'all. Anyway, we are posting our thing. First discovery after analyzing the Sword Shield Direct. Goodbye, HMs, maybe? So I doubt they'll actually, like, join the stream. But I figured, may as well send the picture to them so they have something to go off of. Apologies for the drawing on here. Just say question mark with an arrow. If you need me to not do that, I could just take another screenshot. Anyway, so, geography-wise, some kind of, like, small body of water that's just barely to the left of this building. Look at this building. We can see further from this spire right here. Has to be right there. Who's doing that? Who did that? Whoever did that, don't do that. Like, don't. Alright, I'm gonna keep my Discord open so I know exactly who's doing that. Okay, so fishing mechanics, same old, although I do appreciate the extra animation. Like, look at that, it's so shiny. And this, it looks like berries are back. Like, I know that berries were around for, what game was it? Was it Sun and Moon? I could have sworn they were in a game recently. I don't quite remember. Let's see. I know they were like Fire Red, Leaf Green, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, but I doubt they'll have the same functionality. Oh, okay, I know what I was thinking of. The beans, the Pokemon beans from Sun and Moon that you would use in Pokepelago. That's what I'm thinking of. So, that could prove to be interesting. Because I know that in Gold and Silver, you could have a certain number of berries and have them converted into a special Pokeball, like the Heavy Ball for Snorlax or something like that. I doubt that's what this is, or maybe it's just regular berries and I'm being overly analytical again, but it'd be cool to see what these actually do. Okay, so this functionality seems... Can we go back, actually? Like, what is happening here? So it seems like you could call Pokemon so that they're not too scared. That could be interesting. It's just running around, more of these little holes. Don't ask me how a person can actually fit in there, because they oh so certainly can't. You got your huge, thick Pokemon. Now that thing. I zoom in, right there, boom. It must be a special wrist accessory that you need in order to participate in these. What do they do? Like, I think if we look closer, there's some kind of functionality that's shown. If anything at all. See that the moves look so cool this time around. I absolutely love it. You gotta wonder, how's this even gonna work on handheld mode without some kind of lag? Okay, right there. It seems like that spawns the giant Pokeball. So maybe you require that accessory to spawn the Pokeball? Or does it turn a Pokeball into that? Like, if you look again, they return their Pokemon, that thing flashes, it changes the Pokeball into that. They throw it. Okay, I see what this is. That's like an animation for the new, I know what it's called. Soccer throwing. Yeah, it's basically soccer throwing. Is that your waifu? Dynamax, that's what it was. Yes, that looks like the new Dynamax transformation animation. Is that your waifu? No. I have a lot more waifus. So that looks like how we're gonna be able to get those. Or how that's gonna look on the Switch. And then he looks all powerful and stuff. That just looks epic. Like, could somebody, like... I'm sure if you get, like, a snipping tool, just turn that into a wallpaper, like, that would look so dope. And then, yeah, it's all this. And then it cuts right to... Would be so kind. Oh yeah, this begs the question. If you're trying to catch one of those huge, like, Pokemon, if the ball fails, do you get another chance, or is it always a guaranteed catch when you weaken it? That's what I want to know. Shame. Hey, it's only shame if you have no waifus. I have plenty of waifus, so I'm like a waifu god. Looks like the... It does look like the Death Star, oh my god, it does. Dynamax and Wailord is gonna be fun, and Magikarp. How would Wailord even fit on the screen? You'd need like one of those 60-inch flat screens for it to work. And then Dynamaxing Magikarp. Just use like large splash or something. And it does like 1 HP. That'd be hilarious. Although, I wonder who can you Dynamax? Are there only specific Pokemon you can? That's a good question. Gets them nice and moist.
Not in my Christian Twitch server.
Well, yeah, okay, Splash, yeah. Probably, I don't know. Well, there's no water. Okay, so here... Now, this stadium... You can probably easily find it in the map. Unlike me, because I can't see it. Although this structure right here... Now, the pixel quality is probably terrible, but this looks like one of those stadiums. It doesn't look to be shown anywhere else. At least not that I can find. Oh, here we go. So this is like the water stadium. I would imagine there's one in here, one in there. That's probably rock. Like a rock stadium. Not like rock and roll, but like, you know, rock types, because mountain. I would imagine there aren't that many stadiums at the moment. I'm surprised they didn't even notice this at first. So that looks cool. Can't wait to see where the other ones are going to be. And you can see almost everybody's wearing green, except for these idiots that are wearing yellow. Dress code, people! Not that hard. Look at all of that. It looks so cool. There's the, I guess, gym leader. Where is his nose? He does not have a nose! Hashtag get him a nose. No. Hashtag nose lives matter. Boom. We are gonna make that trending, except we're not because I'm irrelevant. It looks like a football stadium. Yeah, that's what I was thinking at first. Although, maybe that's because it's grass. Perhaps there could be different environments for every stadium, so like, if it was a water stadium, they'd probably have platforms that the trainers would stand on and a lot of water, as opposed to the grass. Like, that could be interesting. You could see, like, some kind of camera, because it's all televised. So, yeah, that does look like a football stadium. Just the general structure can tell you it's, like, that's a football stadium, if you've seen one. So, imagine, like, just this Pokeball is a platform. Little platform over there for the trainer, and likewise for the gym leader. There's just a bunch of water. I feel like that could be the water stadium. And you can see there's a little Rotom symbol, so obviously these cameras are being powered by Rotom, in case you couldn't tell. And we see the return of these, so more Dynamax Pokemon. There we go, there's Grookey. So you could probably Dynamax your starters. Again, we don't know if there's only specific Pokemon you can Dynamax, because we saw Raichu, Gyarados, Sobble, all the starters, plus the gym leader. So, I think it's a very select few Pokemon that can. There's Leon. I already know what his deal is. I would imagine he would Dynamax his Charizard. That's just my guess. So we're gonna skip through all this talk. So there's starters. Now hold up a second. Boom. Wait, no. Opposite of boom. Bam. What could this be? I'm assuming it is down here. We are given our starter Pokemon. So I guess it's the classic, like, they're just out of their Pokeballs, they're just standing there, and you pick them just like in Sun and Moon. So that could be interesting. And then huzzah, a big house next to the waterfront. What do we see up here? A big house next to the waterfront, so we're able to piece this together a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna change the title to Live Discussion. Live Discussion and Analysis. Just so that, you know, we are analyzing, essentially. They might have a berry garden. It would make more sense if Leon had an Aegislash. You know what? Yeah, I would definitely be on board for that. Or maybe he does have one, they just wouldn't tell us yet. Okay, so right here, this is where we get our starter Pokemon, because we just saw that a few seconds ago. And there's a dirt road going into a little town. Huh. Sound familiar? As the dirt road crosses a little river, so that's right here. We can safely say that this is our starting town, and this is where we get the basics like how to buy Pokeballs and potions at the Pokemart, and where the Pokemon Center and what a Pokemon Center is. So now we can say for a fact that this is our starting town. It does make sense. Usually the starting town is always at the bottom of the map, but you know, for a game that doesn't release for another 5 months, that's pretty good to figure out already. There's like a botanical shop of sorts. You got a business. Okay. They explain the stadiums. Pokemon. Actually, the environment that these are in could be... it's just in a battle setting, but... It's a wild area. So, this right there, you already know what we're doing. Boom, it's that. It is literally that. Like, 1-to-1, it is that. Like, you thought it wasn't that? No. It is indeed that. And Japanese guy talks. That's how these usually work. We've already seen this area, but now we get a better view of the landscape, plus the thing. So that's there, I believe. And it's facing the city, so you're looking at it from right here because of all the sand area, or the dirt paths. So we all know that. So that's probably where you can find these. already seen this. We can get a better idea of where this is now, because that's where the arches are. That's where it's like right next to the tower. So it is, judging by the fact that it's 4, 5, 6, 7, possibly 8 arches across. What do we see here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-ish. And it's right next to the city, which doesn't really make sense as we established where this already was. So it's probably right there. It's right next to the tower. Japanese guy is my favorite Pokemon. Yeah, I love it when he uses Omaewa Moshinderu. That's my favorite move. It does 1,000,000 damage and kills the trainer. I don't know. And we got some Snorlaxes walking around. We got this lake. The desert, again, we've already seen this. Steelix. Japanese guy used anime. Anime! That's a way better view, already establishing the point. This equals that. Yeah. Deny. Stops retaliation from previous moves. Okay, that's just a better view of the lake that we've already seen. I wonder if that island has any significance. Hard to say at the moment. Walking through. Kinda looks like he has gray hair like the protagonist from the Hoenn region. The camera could just stop spinning and showing unnecessary things. Actually, wait right there. We saw a thing. Right in the corner. That is a Bunnelby. That's the ear of a Bunnelby. Let's see if Cerebi actually caught on to that right there. Because that'd be kind of funny if they didn't. I'd be like, hey Joe, you missed one! Galar Pokedex. He missed one. He missed one, I believe. Yeah, he definitely did. That's really funny. I actually get to contribute to Cerebi.net. I have, like, something reasonable to contribute other than I like your website. Yeah, because, yeah, Bunnelby isn't in here. So we can't confirm that Bunnelby's evolution, Diggersby, is going to be in the game. So I will tweet to Joe, saying it like I actually have a connection with Joe. I don't. He barely knows I exist. Cerebi. There is a Bunnelby in the Galar region after close inspection of the... And then we will take out our trusty little snipping tool. And point an arrow to it, because arrows are all the more useful. Just call it Bunnelby. Fine, we'll just call it... We'll call it Bunnelby. No excitement at all, it's just a Bunnelby. I guess we'll update him whenever there's more. But yeah, that's really funny that we were able to find something that he didn't. Oh, there's still like another 8 minutes of Direct to look through. A lot of looking around like, hey, look what this console can do. Look at it. Let's see, that's them talking about Dynamax. purpose, although this is interesting. This looks like the water arena. So it looks like I was wrong with how they're gonna design it. So it looks like it's just a blue flooring with the tile, because technology looks cool. Looks so unenthusiastic. It totally is unenthusiastic. And you got random space buttholes in the sky, aka black holes, but we use fancy words on this channel. Yeah, okay, yeah, this is obviously the water arena, which is right there. It's gonna be there, so we can assume that there will be a grass-type arena somewhere in here. I'm assuming here. Then we're gonna go water, and then it's gonna be rock or ground. I think we can get an idea of 3 ready. Add Weavile to the list of who can use Dynamax. Add Wooper to the list, and according to Chucky Conroy, it's the best Pokemon ever. Or not Wooper, Quagsire. I'm an idiot. Keep looking. That's Leon. Pretty cool. I'm a fan of his facial hair. I'm not weird, I promise. Here. Although, this is Rotom phones. It looks like Nintendo was hopping on the smartphone gravy train. Not sure what that's all about. But, yeah, he's got like a blue, like, you know, red and blue, classic rivalry for 22 years. $23 I don't know if you want to be technical about it. There's a Ferris wheel in the city near the top of the region. Ferris wheel? You sure you see? Oh, okay, there it is. It's a little bit hard to notice. That's interesting. Although what I'm curious about now that I'm looking closer, so obviously you probably can't go outside these areas, because lots of trees equals borders. But I wonder if this island and this island serve any significance. Possibly events? Who knows? And this just looks like the hotel from Celeste. So the Rotom phones, I guess that's an upgrade from the Rotom Pokedex. And then this house, that's a big, like a dark brick house, so I'm assuming that's where the professor is. So if we can find it down here, this is probably where you're getting your first Pokemon. Or at least you're getting like the lowdown, like, these are Pokemon, they do battling for us for fun. Ah! Yes, that's exactly what old people sound like. So, I'm assuming this is where the professor's house is gonna be. Although, I can't say for sure, because camera angles are very limited. This could, like, go faster, so I can get an idea of where this actually is. Magnolia, and if you check Google, Magnolia is a plant. It is a genus of about 210 flowering plant species, so they're following the tradition of sticking to trees for the professor names. That's a little nice touch, I guess. There's the stadium, so we can get a better idea as to where this is. So if I inch the retention bar just a little bit, and where the heckle is this thing? Okay, there we go. We can see if we stop it right about here. 1303. Start and stop technique, it never fails. Right before it transitions. So there's a lot of patterned soil you can see just circling around because Nintendo loves circles. So if we look for that kind of trend, I would say it's about here. We can find it is dark maroon, orange, and light pink. Can we find those anywhere? Dark maroon. There isn't really a light pink anywhere. Or I guess they don't demonstrate it that well on the map, which I can understand. This is more of a rough sketch. But it still tells us... Oh, okay, here's another arena that I didn't notice. This might be like a psychic arena, given the purple color scheme. Or dark, given the fact that it's in a forest. So I would assume the best bet is right there because I'm blind. Yeah, okay, that's the grass arena. I don't know what that's supposed to be. So it looks like grass arena's right here. So let's see. Black and white gave us like a normal type gym for our first gym. Well, black and white too. Better be a dark type gym because we haven't had one yet. Do you know how cool a dark type arena would be? That'd be awesome. So I'm assuming, given that Gen 5 gave us a normal type gym in black and white too, Gen 6... I think you know what? I will check that. So, Santalune City. Okay, so there wasn't really a... Okay, so it was bug, rock, fighting. Yeah, so, no normal types in Gen 6. However, in Gen 7, there was a normal type trial, and that was the first one that we saw. Like, it was normal type at the beginning of Gen 5, normal type at the beginning of Gen 7. So, this is just an assumption, but I think there's going to be a normal type arena somewhere in this general vicinity, given the patterns. Unlikely, but you never know. So it's going to go normal. I would think that there'd be one in here, like a big city, or maybe this house has something to do with it. It's grass, water, rock, psychic, and I would think there would be an ice arena in here, because, like, it's a giant snow area, why wouldn't there be? I suppose we'll get more information as we get closer to release. More Dynamax, Gym Leader. Grass Gym is the first gym you fight. Is it? I know it's, like, closest to the bottom. Like, you can see, this is where we get our starter Pokemon, and there's the Grass Gym. There's a very huge gap here. Look on Cerebi? Located on the game, it's early on in the game, south of the region, Grass-type gym. After defeating the trainers. See, I don't trust it. And I usually go to Cerebi for all my information. However, I don't trust this because it's saying defeating the trainers. We don't see that yet. Unless if they explicitly mention that there are trainers. In which case I will enable the audio for that.
Pokemon gyms throughout the region.
I will put it at normal speed.
In order to achieve your goal of becoming champion. These gym stadiums are constructed in very special locations that allow for Pokemon to be Dynamaxed. The gym leaders also have extremely powerful Dynamax Pokemon on their teams, so you will need to counter them with some of your own.
Also, Cerebi says that this Pokemon is level 19 when you fight it. Why would you fight a level 19 with a pre-evolved starter? You would obviously have to be in the second stage of evolution for that to even work. Because grass against grass, it's same type attack bonus. So, it wouldn't be too effective to use a Grookey against this. Even though it's a pure grass type, and Grookey is also just a pure grass type, it just can't work that way. It doesn't make any logical sense.
Battles between two Dynamax Pokemon are explosive, and will cause the energy and excitement in the stadium to reach its peak. Let me introduce one of the gym leaders to you. This is the Grass-type expert, Milo.
Look at that, doesn't have a nose.
This gym leader is all about enjoying battles alongside his trustworthy Pokemon, and you will have to overcome his tenacious fighting style to continue your journey.
Have to overcome his fighting style, meaning you have to beat the gym leader to move on. And that's pretty obvious, but they don't mention trainers at any capacity. And that's the most that they tell you. So, I don't like saying this, but I think the website might be wrong. However, I'm hesitant to say that because we don't know the city, we don't know, like, what even happens. So this could very well be accurate, but given that we don't know too much about the game, even from this direct, you can't really make such solid claims like that. The rest of it is just the legendary Pokemon. I guess if we want to talk about those, dibs on Pokemon Sword. Because I legitimately find that I find these designs interesting. I understand what design they're going for, because Sword and Shield, but this Pokemon actually has like a Shield design to it. This is just the same thing, except palette swapped, and it's holding a sword in its mouth. It's not part of the Pokemon. It's just a sword that just happens to be the same color as it. I'm not going to be too judgmental. I just think it's a little odd that they went with that as opposed to maybe turn like this face piece into like a pointy sword. Like, that would be interesting, and I guess a little bit more logical. But, hey, I can't really say anything, because, well, in case you don't know, I'm not a developer of Game Freak, so... So, yeah, I'm not sure what everybody else thinks of the designs. Chat has anything to contribute, go ahead. Let's see, there isn't really much else in here. So, yeah, we can get a decent idea. So what we know for sure, this is the town where you get your Pokemon. This is the town that introduces you to, like, Pokemon centers, the Pokemart, and various other things. Talking to the professor up here. This house has some kind of significance early on in your adventure. This mine shaft is likely a cave area that you'll have to go to. To go here, you'll likely exit out of here to move on to the lake area. The lake area probably has your first encounter with the evil team. This tunnel system will likely be used once you make it to this city, which is entered through here. And you'll have to beat the stadium gym leader in here in order to move through here, because the evil team will block the area. That's what I think will happen. This part is skeptical. The whole, like, this is where you start, and this is how it goes. Minus the mineshaft part, all of this is just basically confirmed. The only problem is, we don't see a lot of the arenas, so we don't know the order that they would be in. Like, for example, you've got this water one, but you've also got the grass one right there, which you would think, oh, that's the first one, because that's the first one that they introduced. You could be right, you never know. Given that there are paths coming out from here, I would probably agree and say, yeah, the grass one is probably the first. And you cross the bridge to the next town where you encounter the water one. And then I would assume you move through here, or here, you encounter this city, which I think has... I think looking at the structure, it could be an electric type stadium. That's just what I think it could be. There could be like an ice stadium here, like maybe this mansion has significance. This is going to be some kind of a rock or ground type. This special door could lead to the psychic or dark type gym. And then you do a little moseying around, and next thing you know, you're up here. This is obviously the Elite Four. This tower is probably where the champion is. That's a rough examination of how I think this game is going to go. I'm still excited for it, don't get me wrong. I just like to analyze. I'm not sure if there's really anything I missed, because after that, it's just this, and... Oh, wait, I think I might have missed this part. I know they mentioned the release date, and then they mentioned the dual pack. Oh, that's right. Okay, so the dual pack in the UK, they get both games plus a steelbook. The US just gets both games put together. We don't get anything else because, let's face it, the UK has way better stuff than we do. And a lot more on this site, you can see details a lot better. Oh, that helps immensely. Okay, so I guess we can go through this again. Okay, yeah, this looks really fleshed out. So, now you can see this is the area we get the starter Pokemon from. This is probably the professor's house, given that it's 2 floors. It looks like a lab. Obviously, this station take you through. I'm assuming you would encounter some kind of situation where the minecart wouldn't work and you have to walk through the rest of it, and you get the equivalent to the Zubats. Although... that's interesting. This little Pokemon battle mat that we have at this house is also the same one over here. Go back. I forget where they mentioned Professor. If I can find it. Right here. See, actually, wait, no. Starters are over here. So the Pokemon show up at this brick house. The brick house, this one. As you can see, the brick accent. So maybe this is where you get your starter Pokemon. Maybe you fight your rival here? Because that would make a bit of sense. And further down, it's this is the professor's assistant. Or actually, when it shows off your rival, and it says one of your rivals, so it might be multiple rivals. He's at this battleground in front of another random brick house. A lot smaller this time. And the reason why this isn't the same house is because the red house is right next to it. Previous one. This one seems isolated. So it can't be this. There would have to be another area with a battle mat somewhere. Map doesn't seem to be much. I would think that it would be early in the game because they don't want to show battles from further in the game. And see, that's a better look. That's looking at it, that could also potentially be a steel type. This door looks interesting. That's how you get into this secret place. Station right there. That looks like the Pokemon Center. There's something over here. Yeah, this mansion thing. Okay, so there's another arena up here. So yeah, there's your Ice-type arena. Have other place battle station. It can't be here, and it can't be here. Where could this actually be? And if you actually look at the footage, what Pokemon does he send out? Yeah, so he sends out your starter. Well, he sends out his starter. Slow it down. That frame right there, that allows us to see this familiar wooden structure, or brick structure, and then there's a windmill in the background. The only place that there's a windmill is right there. Unless if I'm mistaken. No. Oh, well, hold on a second. What is this? That could be very significant. I'm gonna screenshot that, because that looks peculiar and significant to the story. So, yeah, it looks like the only place that there's a windmill is right there, and this is in the starting town, so you probably get your starter Pokemon at the same time, and then you fight here at this windmill, since it lines up, and there's that structure. The structure is facing out, the windmill is facing towards the back of it, probably fighting around here. That would make a lot of sense, actually. So, there you go. I guess that's where your first rival battle is going to be. Let's see, what other details can I find? You know what? I will post our findings right up here. I think this could be really cool. Actually, wait. We'll copy that, and then we will reply to our own tweet with that so that we're not spamming GameXplain with all these different posts. There we go. Apparently SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom is getting a remake that literally nobody asked for. What else can we find? If we can't find anything else, I suppose that's where we'll end it off. There's that leaning structure from before. The, where was it? Going through here. Flashes a bunch of locations in front of you. Apparently there's applause in the video. There we go. Leaning structure. An old abandoned tower. That's what this is. So, perhaps it's something you can go in. Maybe you can find some items in there. Maybe like a TM. No idea. Honestly, good find getting this map. This helps me immensely. This is interesting. That bridge could go into the mountainside. Question is, what is that? Is that just a random one-way cave? And this kind of looks like an arena shape. Given the dome structure. This is another mine shaft. So it looks like it goes into here, and you can also take this path, or maybe this is the exit. What else can we find? There's better evidence that this is the grass arena. Some weird kind of Stonehenge-looking thing right there. Not sure what that could be. And this just looks awesome. Got some kind of... Let's see, that's a dragon head? Maybe? Some kind of dog? I don't know, but all I know is that there is definitely an arena inside of here. It's obviously got to be. Maybe it can be like the evil dungeon? Like Evil Team's lair? We got these random Diglett walls. That could be interesting. It's like, oh, well, okay, it's a Dugtrio, but still. Still don't know what that is. There are some gears on there, so maybe it's a puzzle that you have to solve? This is like a little maze, so... In other Pokemon games, you'd probably have to use strength to move boulders, but I guess this is just a maze on multiple levels. Going through here is how you get to that track, most likely. This little area where we saw that sock trainer, he was right there. Starting to run out of things to look at. There's that Ferris wheel, as mentioned before. Big mansion. So, not sure as to what that could be, but this tower, there's undoubtedly something in there. So, yeah, I guess we have a decent idea of how this game is going to turn out. We know where we're starting, we know where the first rival battle is, we can get an idea of the general path that you go down. We know that there is... let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 arenas. Like, grass is 1, water 2, rock/steel 3, ice 4, psychic 5. They haven't shown us the other 3. It's unlikely that there's one up here, but anything is possible at this point, given that we don't know too much. I'm excited to see how this game is going to turn out, honestly. Like, I am ready to give them my money. Like, right there, boom. I am buying that. So, I'm not sure which version I'm going to buy, though. I want Pokemon Sword, but, like, Pokemon Shield could be cool. Like, Aiden, maybe we could do, like, what we usually do. One of us buys one game, the other buys the other. We just did it unintentionally for years, but now it's like, I don't even know which one I want this time. So, I'm going to do a raid for one of my friends, since I'm out of stuff to look at. We're gonna go to the Twitch Crew server to see if anyone is streaming. And would you look at that, plenty of people are. What could... What's their story? Look at what they're playing. They're playing Rainbow Six. Guy, what's he playing? He's offline. This person is working on some art. I do appreciate some art every now and then. They're live. A lot of good people to raid right now. Yeah, we're gonna raid this person doing art. Because I am a nice person. Hopefully. Just buy both games. Well, you see, I have a special problem. I'm poor. So I can't really afford these games at all. Believe me, if I could, I would. So we're gonna raid with... What's our raid message gonna be? Oh, okay. So we're gonna raid them with sword or shield. Pokemon, of course. So, I guess this will take over as what would originally be a discussion video on YouTube. This is still getting uploaded, though. So, yeah, I'm gonna press the raid button. We'll be ready to raid Phoenix Studios from Twitch Crew. Got 5 years to willing to raid, so that's gonna be fun. I'll see you guys soon. Stay posted on Twitter so you know what's happening.